Hey guys, Matt's here, and today Bailey couldn't show up again because he likes to bail. That's why we call him Bales.
The foster children. There's so many.
Okay, if that's the excuse you want to go with,
There's 8.
really, that you're gonna go. You're really trying to expand that excuse, aren't you?
No, my aunt and uncle are taking care of the foster kids.
I know, I'm joking with you.
I know. I know.
Anyway, so today we're back with anime versus reality. We're going to be finishing off Trinity 7 today with episodes 9 through 12. You want to start off with the first note?
Oh, no, after you.
So, yeah, we start off the episode with, like, Sora revealing that the Hijiri we saw at the end of episode 8 is the Iliad fragment. And she has copied Hijiri's memories and appearance to replace Hijiri. In fact, remember the Hijiri from episode 1, Bailey? You there, Bailey?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you cut
Yeah, I
out
remember
from...
the Hijiri from episode 1. Wait,
Yeah,
that
the
wasn't the
very beginning.
grimoire?
Look,
So that wasn't the grimoire then?
no. It was actually the Iliad fragment, and I think it was just the Iliad fragment doing the cooking and cleaning around the house. The Hijiri later on in that episode is the Astral Codex, if that makes sense. It's like two different grimoires working together to recreate one person. So, like, Arata and, like, Yamada start wandering around the school, and, like, they're wondering what's going on with, like, this, like, the Royal Liber Academy should be destroyed, but it's not, and Arata's like, is this part of a constructed world? But Sora reveals that only a Demon Lord candidate or Demon Lord themselves would be able to do such a thing. So, like, Sora's like, yeah, this school has been isolated to a dimension where it's the only thing that exists.
Can you repeat that? You cut out there.
So, the school that they're in right now, Royal Liber Academy, it's not the real one, but they've been teleported to a dimension where the school is the only thing in it. So, like, everything else has been destroyed except for the school.
It's kind of like if you've seen Coraline, how the fake mum makes that false world,
Yes.
but it's only like,
The house.
it's not everything, just the one area.
Yeah, just the house and, like, the gardens and all that.
Yeah.
So, after that, the three of them stumble upon some demons in there, and Yamada gets ready to fight, of course. It's like, of course you're gonna get ready to fight demons, don't you? But then, Yamada loses her clothes.
Yeah, that was so funny. I did not expect that to happen.
Yeah, this is like the one instance of fan service I cannot defend because it wasn't an accident. This one is
Yeah, but she was trying to use the magic to dispel the demons, and then
yeah, there's an anti-magic thing. Or anti-Magnus mode, to be exact, because Sora can still use her magic. And I love Arata's response to it. He's like, I'll thank you for the treat at a better time.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you horde dog. So yeah, Sora's like stays behind to get rid of the demons, and Arata's like, he picks like
He throws his like jacket on her and picks her up, and he says like, I'll try not to look at you though, and like it is quite arousing though.
he does make a boner joke.
Yeah. It's like you'd have to have a strong will to not have a boner.
I mean, naked and traumatized is like the perfect type of girl, right?
Oh no. No, it is not. I love my yanderes. No, tsunderes, not yanderes.
You, I'm glad you corrected yourself on that.
I don't want to.
I don't think I'm quite crazy.
I don't want Yui from Mirai Nikki.
Do you mean Yuri?
Yuri.
I forget who Yuri is from that.
Yui. What's her name? Sorry, not Yui. Yuno Gasai.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you know. I'm like,
Not Yui. Yuno.
you're saying
I was
Yui
thinking
is.
of another anime.
You're thinking of the
Like,
character in this show, weren't you?
yeah.
At least,
I'm
as long
saying.
as you weren't thinking of Yui from SAO.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, when we get
None
to
of that.
when we get to SAO, that's gonna be a hard show to defend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Arata and Yamana, and they've reached a safe area for Yamana to put Arata's shirt on. It's like they're also like they had the chance to also figure out what they're gonna do next, which is like they need to destroy the barrier that's like preventing them from leaving the school. And they're like, oh, we need to destroy the core. So, and like, so Arata's like, I'm gonna go look, you recover. But then Yamana's like, no, I know the area I'm coming with.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like, not that I care about you or anything. Impure, man. It's like, God, there's no pleasing her. It's like, can I get a thank you for once?
And like, he tried to do something nice. He's not, it's not 100% impure, isn't he?
No.
It's like, he enjoys the pleasures, but he also cares if someone's about to die.
Yeah.
So yeah. Meanwhile, Sora and the Iliad fragment are actually facing off against each other. And we find out that the Iliad fragment is using the students of Royal Liber Academy she turned into shadows. And so Sora's just like, okay, I won't hold back then, and does a massive attack.
It's just like, I activate my trap card.
But yeah, the Iliad fragment's like, yeah, I know your weakness, Sora. It's whenever you do a big attack, you leave yourself open.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then
she gets trapped in
this...
a small black cube that's a glass box. She can't do anything about
Which
that.
reminded me of those cubes from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I've never played Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yeah, that's like... trying not to get off topic, but that's like, that game and the Ezio trilogy are like competitors for which one's the best.
Ah. I feel like people would say 4 is more popular because it's like, I know that's the pirate one.
Yeah, because Ezio is a great character with 3 games, but like Black Flag's just one game, and it's so good it matches up to it matches up to the Ezio trilogy. So
it's sort of similar a bit to Uncharted, right? Like there's one section in the last Uncharted game where you go around in a boat.
Yeah, it's like 40% of the game is you traveling by ship.
Yeah, you're going a little bit quiet.
Hold on, I dropped my phone. Just keep going.
Okay. Anyway, with Sora trapped in the box, we go back over to Arata and Yamana, where they've reached the clock tower, which is the center of the school, and they're gonna climb up the ladder. And like we have a little moment of like Yamana arguing with
I got it.
Arata, because like she's not
Again, there's no pleasing this woman.
yeah, she's not wearing underwear.
Yeah, so he's like, I won't look. That's like, no, okay, I'll go up first. No, okay,
No, because you
I'll
can't sense
carry you.
traps.
Yeah. It's like, I'll carry you. No, it's like, what do you want from me? You're
Yeah,
killing me.
like mid climb, Arata's like asks about Yamana's like how she became part of like the in the inspection division and all that.
Because, like, the grimoire that you have, it's like, not the grimoire, like the spell class you're in.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of you,
Yeah.
or you're the opposite of the grimoire.
No, you're opposite of the female you choose.
Ah, okay, not the other way around.
Well, no, it would be both ways. Both ways mean the same thing.
Okay.
The person's always the opposite of the female, and the female's always the opposite of the person.
Okay.
But yeah, we get a backstory for Yamana. And her whole thing is she tried to keep people away from her because she feared her magic getting out of control. And
Yeah, kind of like how in episode 2, I think it was, when Arata loses control of his power.
yeah, no, that's different. I think it's a bit different because for Arata, he's a Demon Lord candidate. Yamana is nowhere close to that. So yeah, like Yamana is just chilling out under the tree because she is very antisocial because of her magic. So yeah, but like Akio approaches her and is like, "I need your help with my research." But it's actually just like Akio just wanted Yamana to have someone to hang out with, and like she even like carried Yamana on her back after an incident with her Genoscope going out of control and backfiring right in her face. Like, to be honest, like the fact that Yamana has no scars from that just goes to show, like,
Wolverine healing.
I don't know if it's like, is Yamana weak or was the spell weak?
Well, no, the plot was strong with that one. The plot armor.
Well, scars can also be sort of like plot points.
How are scars? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Like, remember Scar from Lion King?
Yeah.
That's
Remember Scars from The Dark Knight?
Yeah, with the Joker.
Yeah.
So yeah, Akio is like, while she's carrying Yamana on her back, is to use her magic with pride. And it resonated with Yamana so much that she chose the pride one as her choice of female. So Akio is the one that was the inspiration for Yamana's female. Which is an interesting thing, isn't it? Because like Akio was a member of the Trinity 7 before Yamana was, and now Yamana is part of the Trinity 7 because of Akio. You tracking?
Kind of.
You wanna take the next point
Which point was that? I got confused with
after the backstory.
uh after the backstory. Okay, because I got confused. Like when we're talking about the backstory, it's like okay.
You got lost
So
in the backstory,
yeah,
did you?
yeah, it was so deep and rich with lore. I completely forgot.
Hey, at least it wasn't in the back rooms.
Yeah. Okay, so after the story, Arata starts laughing because he got her to act like herself again, and then she chokes him, and it's like, you want to fall?
Yeah. I just love how dumb that is. It's like Sundere to the end, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, so luckily he doesn't black out. She manages to stop choking him.
Yeah.
Um, it's not focusing.
And then like continued with the escape to
Yeah.
alternate
They
dimension.
continue with the alternate dimension, destroying the barrier plan. So upon reaching the top, Arata and Yamana find Sora in her glass box prison, and Hijiri standing on the ledge looking at them.
Now this isn't the real Hijiri again, just for people,
Fake Hijiri.
just so people don't get confused at home.
Yeah. This it's like inflatable doll Hijiri, you know, like one of the body pillow Hijiri. Somehow, Sora gets in contact with Arata via telepathy to let him know she's being held in the core of the barrier.
I'm trying to understand. Is that like, is it telepathy? Is it just magical telepathy?
Telepathy is, I believe, when you can talk to people
Yeah,
in their
with your
minds.
mind, but like, how does it make sense in this context? Is it just like the fact that they've got such a strong connection that they're at the point that they can do that sort of thing,
I think so.
or is
So,
it magic?
well, you know, I assume it's magic, but I assume the connection to the person is, if strong enough, can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the Lillard, no, the Lyad, how do you say it?
Well, I just say Lillard.
Lillard, okay.
Don't worry, she has a name that she goes by.
The Lillard fragment goes by the name of Lila, is it?
Ilya.
Ilya, by what Hijiri called her. Also, Ilya says that Hijiri was going to destroy the world. What? No.
Yep.
Get out of town.
She's going to destroy the world, and we find out later exactly why.
Arata offers to stay behind and let Yamana go back to the Royal Biblia Academy. Lila explains that grimoires don't die and that the only way to die is to be completely forgotten by everyone. So it's basically Coco rules. You know that Disney movie?
Oh yeah, Coco. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as one person remembers you, you won't experience the final death in the afterlife.
Which would both be a good thing and also suck, in a way.
Yeah, maybe there's like super afterlife. And it could be like sorry, excuse me. It could be like, so imagine the super life, and then it's like, okay, so here's what happens. Like, everyone in the afterlife, if they forget about this, if they all die, then the person in super afterlife goes to super afterlife, because there's no one in the afterlife to remember them. Because they've got super afterlife, so that person goes to super afterlife, and it just keeps going.
It's the 7 rings of hell.
Yeah, kind of. Alright, where was I? Lila turns on what she said
It's
about
Ilya.
letting Yamana...
Ilya.
Lilia, sorry.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Lilia turns on what she said about letting Yamana out of the barrier and says she'll kill her as quickly as possible and predicted Arata and Sora had a strong enough bond to use telepathy.
That's it, tricky,
Trinity.
Ilya.
Yeah, Trinity 7 just confirmed Hijiri likes Arata when they are cousins. That's why she wanted to destroy the world.
Yeah, I
Is it?
don't think they are actually, like, we find out later more. It's explained in more detail later on. I did put in brackets here, unless it's like just a compounded effect by the magic Ilya is using to have Hijiri's appearance in memories. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes magic can make emotions stronger. And this whole show is actually supposed to be about emotions, so it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so, where was I? Strongbot. I'm just
Yeah. So yeah, Ilya didn't steal Sora's magic because she wanted to use her as a magic source for
like a
the barrier.
siphon. Like she siphons off her energy
Yeah.
to power herself.
Arai can't do anything while Yamada almost gets killed, and Sora's magic is also getting zapped away from her. So that's a terrible combination right there, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So
The only thing Arata can do is tell Ilya what makes him happy the most, which is his friends being happy and smiling. This unleashes Arata's true Demon Lord candidate form, Astral Trinity, which kind of reminds me of in Rosaria Vampire, the main character, he ends up getting his life saved when the vampire chick, getting their names, it's been a while. She infuses him with her blood, which heals him, and he gets like vampiric powers, and he kind of looks
yeah.
similar to this astral trinity form. What do
Yeah,
you
because
call it?
this
With different
Astral
colored
Trinity
hair.
form is basically, it looks like a Rada, but with white hair.
Yeah, and so it kind of looks similar
And also
to
a suit of armor.
Skune, that's it. Skune, I know. It looks similar to him, to Skune and Rosaria Vampire, except the hair's yellow and the eyes are red. But that's in the manga. They don't have that in the anime, which sucks.
Anyways, we're gonna get back to Trinity 7 in episode number 10.
Yeah, so episode 9 finishes, episode 10 starts. So Astral Trinity easily strips Ilya of her clothes.
It's like his number one trick in the whole bag, isn't it?
It's like that video I showed you, a certain magical index.
With the nun's clothes.
Yeah, he just puts his hand, it's like, boom.
It's
Yeah.
like, that didn't do anything, and then...
Yeah.
And then
And this changes her back to her actual form.
So
and frees
she looks a
Sora.
bit like Hijiri, but with longer hair.
Yeah. God, those doppelgangers, man. This can be so confusing at times.
Especially when you got magic around and you can have people looking like other people.
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts.
Everyone ends up being a doppelganger or someone else at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, so where was I? Yamana's magic has returned due to her astral trinity overwhelming Ilya's region of the current world.
So it's rain.
Rain, sorry, not regional. Sora and Yamana attempt an attack on Astral Trinity, but get stripped of their magic and clothes as an anti-magic attack.
Yamana just got her clothes back as well, which is so embarrassing for her.
Yeah, and that's like, and if they're so embarrassed, they're not going to be focused on magic. It's going to throw them off.
I just love that. It's like Yamana's magic finally returns and she's able to get some clothes for herself, and then loses them again.
Yeah, it's like, can you imagine if you like go on the war and like one side goes to war completely naked? Like, how would you be able to fight that? You'd be so embarrassed. Like, why are they naked? What's going on? And they just start slaughtering you in the confusion.
They're gonna have some. You're gonna have both genders in that fight to really confuse the enemy.
Yeah.
Just confuse arousal.
Yeah. And so Astral Trinity tries to seduce Yamana. He's like, yes, you have so much potential. Give yourself to me." And he goes to kiss her, and she gives him a slap, and
So,
it kind of like yeah.
like a
And sorry, what?
it's like a full on like bitch slap.
Yeah, which kind of surprised me that she managed to. It kind of snapped him back momentarily.
Yeah, because like you see his face and it glitches back to Arata's head.
Yeah.
So yes, and like that moment of like glitching out gives Sora the chance to get rid of Astral Trinity and turn him back to Arata.
And it's like Yamana's like, "You're not my Arata." Yeah, and you put shit on him all the time. How's he yours?
and, and also, she calls him Arata now. She doesn't call him Pure Man anymore,
Yeah.
which is an
And
interesting
so,
detail.
yeah. Oh, so Yamana and Sora say they need to kill Ilya to be able to escape the world they are in. Arata instead manages to convince Ilya to tell them how to escape by telling her he wouldn't have the chance to thank her for all the help she gave. Ilya
Yeah,
states
and
she.
he's referring to like all the cooking and cleaning from the before everything else.
Yeah. Ilya states she's no longer in control because of Arata's black sun.
Yeah, so
Arata
basically,
just
Arata managed to take control of the whole dimension.
yeah. So Arata just laughs and gives a meta joke about how things will work out in the end.
Because they always
Arata's
do, don't they?
yeah, everything's gonna be alright.
Everything is
Arata,
awesome.
uh, so Arata's little time as Astral Trinity allowed him to master how to combine two macros together because why not?
Yeah, it's just
Because
like
the plot
okay,
demands it.
he experienced a lot more power than he used to have. Just give him a bonus for it.
Yeah. So Ilya gives Arata all of her magic in a hug because support magic is her speciality.
So
Then
wait, why was she doing this whole thing then? If support magic is her specialty.
I have no idea. Like to lure her in a false sense of security, maybe.
Mm. Or maybe it's actually what the actual Hijiri specializes in.
Maybe. Then Arata, Sora, and Yamana all shoot the Black Sun together, causing it to explode and release them back to their world. Lilith and Akio run up to Arata and Yamana when Arata collapses from exhaustion into Lilith's breast.
Yep, because
The perfect pillow.
the perfect pillows.
Arata now has two grimoires, the Astral Codex and the
Liliad.
Liliad Fragment. I keep getting stuffed up on that word. Lilith senses someone watching them, and it's the real Hijiri. She
Yeah,
says
no
that
fake
her,
Hijiri this time. This is the actual Hijiri in the flesh.
Hmm.
And we get like Hijiri says to herself that she and are going to become enemies.
Dun dun dun.
Mm.
Yamna explains to Akio and Lilith what happened with Astral Trinity, leaving out how they were able to snap Arata out of it. Is
Yeah,
that be
because
embarrassing?
she wouldn't want anyone to know the fact that he almost kissed her and she slapped him away. Right?
Conversation then goes to how real Hijiri is the culprit behind the destruction of Royal Liber Academy and Liber Academy, and how she can contract powerful grimoires. Now, that's
Yeah,
kind
so
of funny.
yeah.
Before that, when Arata's sleeping, and and Akio makes the joke to Lilith and Yamana about liking him. It's like, no, I don't. And it's just funny when she laughs, it's like her whole body convulses. Did you notice that?
Nah, not
When
really.
Akio laughs, her like whole body convulses, makes her breast bounce up and down.
Yeah, uh, whenever a
It's kind of
character has like whenever a female character has boo, big breasts like that, they always have to do the convulsing laugh, so everything jiggles. That's like a rule.
so. Arata wakes up a bit later, and Hijiri is there to hold his hand, and they have a conversation about how Arata became a mage to try to save Hijiri from whatever she is and whatever is happening to her.
I said
Hijiri then,
wherever.
yeah, wherever. Hijiri then almost blows Arata away when Lilith shoots Hijiri with her anti-tank gun,
Yeah, like
and he's like, "Oh, we'll just get into the good part." And then Arata sees off her skirt. Oh, no, this is fine too.
I love how in moments where he's like really hurt, he still has the time to make a joke.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of times at SAO Bridge with Kirito.
Yeah.
But remember when he gets paralyzed, he's getting stabbed. He's like, "Oh, this is the greatest day of my life." Yeah. Lilith realizes Hijiri has a Demon Lord element, and Hijiri confirms it by explaining she got it from the ruined world she was sent to when she disappeared in front of Arata.
So this
She
is
then
so that's when she was absorbed by the Black Sun. Just to explain
a
it.
different Black Sun, not the fake one that was just destroyed.
No, so that yeah, from the beginning, the Black Sun from the beginning.
Yeah. She then transforms into a form more powerful than Magus mode, and her outfit is the manifestation of the Era Archive, Satan.
Satan.
Hijiri has mastered three themas: Collapse, Varuna thema, Creation, the Parton thema, Disassembly, the Analysis thema.
Interesting how only
Hijiri,
one of them is a normal word. Like the other two are
yeah,
not. They're like Latin words.
yeah. Hijiri shoots Arata and Lilith with black, well,
Azazel.
yeah, as Azazel, and Aaron collapses time and space to get there in time to block the shot completely with a giant spear called Guy Bolg.
Yeah, so I really
Hijiri,
went into like the details of like names and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty sure Azazel is pronounced like that, like Azazel. Is that's how you pronounced it, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't really
Hijiri
know about
reveals,
Guybog that much. I didn't really do research into the weapons. It was more like, hey, look at these, like these interesting names here.
um, Hijiri reveals the Royal Biblia Academy will be destroyed by Iscariot's hands. Arata says they are returning to the school now, even though he's in too weak of a state to do anything to help. Episode ends with a shot of a new character floating over Royal Biblia Academy being destroyed. Dun dun
Yeah,
dun.
late game character coming into play. Because why not? That's gonna be my response to anything that I just don't know. It's just like, because why not? You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, episode 11. We'll dive right into it. I started off the notes by saying, remember when Aaron said there was no boys at Royal Biblia Academy? Bailey, you there?
I'm here.
You remember when Aaron said there was no boys at the school?
Yeah. Yeah, go on. I remember.
Yeah, because in some of the shots for episode 11, apparently either Aaron's a liar or some boys have joined the school since Araya joined. Because there's actually some guys in the opening sort of shots. Did you notice? You're very quiet, Bailey.
I must be cutting out. As I said, I thought it was a bit weird.
Yeah. I'm just like, I had to take note of that because it's like, there's boys at the school now. Was Aaron just lying about that? Or did they join after Ra joined? It's like,
Yeah, pretty
because Ra's
sus.
here is like, we'll let boys join the school now, sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
I get the sense Aaron was lying a little bit. Or she just hasn't noticed anything wrong with the
Unless
boys.
these boys are all traps.
Oh my god.
And it's happened before.
Or they've just transformed girls.
Yeah. Well, you never know. It's like magic. There's all sorts of traps. Or
Yeah.
maybe some of the boys there are girls that don't like Arata and are pretending to be boys so he won't hit on them.
Ah. Well, either way, no matter what that is, we're getting distracted from the real action. That's Levi and a new character, Lou. Lou. It's like Lugh. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Lug. Like you
I think it
starting to
is.
say the word loogie. So yeah, Levi and Lug are facing off, and to be honest, Lug is a very polite character. She says Levi's a good fighter, but Levi's down an arm, and but Lug even plays fair, and she's like, "I'll fight one-handed too." It's like she is probably one of the most polite villains ever in an anime. It's like like she's fighting fair. Then Biblia's like, I would help you, Levi, but I have a fight against a stronger person behind Lou, and it's like there's like a character in the hood standing behind everyone else.
And it's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to fight that girl over there. So if you'll
Yeah.
excuse me.
It's sort of funny later on because we find out who that is.
Yeah.
Yui is also like somehow able to talk to Levi from her dream state, like a dream world. And she's like, she lets Levi know that all the students are evacuated. Also, no, none of the male students are there. So, if they are male students, that's sexist, isn't it? Bailey?
Sorry, you're cutting out. What was that part?
So, like, Yui has evacuated all the students into her dream world. And she lets Levi
Oh
know of
yeah.
that. And none of the male students are there. So, if they are actual male students, that's unintentional sexism, right?
Oh well. Since when has anime been about sexism, man? You got your head in the clouds.
No,
It's
but it's
equality.
like it's none of the male students are there.
Oh yeah, because he wants guys in anime. But how can like I'm pretty sure the principal would be like, no, you save all the chicks, screw the guys.
Yeah, I would expect that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we get back to the fight, and Levi blows a leaf like a whistle, which is of all weird things that I feel like that like ranks in the top 10 of weird things to see. A little bit, doesn't it? And but like Lou's just like she's not calls out the fact that Levi's not expecting anyone to show up. You want to take over some notes?
Sure, why not? God, now I've lost where we are. Where were we?
Um, the point below the leaf whistle.
Below belief whistle. Okay, hold on.
So, like, point number 6 on episode 11.
Okay. Levy does almost beat Luke single-handedly, immediately, quite literally,
Yeah.
with a slice to Luke's neck. Luke strikes Levy, and Yui almost loses her composure, glitching between her dream self and real self.
Again, that felt weird. It's like,
Reminded me of
at
Wreck-It
no point
Ralph.
were we shown that sort of thing. It's like,
Yeah, it
you sort of
reminds me
need
a
to...
lot of...
You go.
Sorry, what?
You go first.
No, you go.
You sort of need to set that sort of thing up. A little bit.
But isn't it if a mage loses their magic, then they disappear, so...
You know, but she's not losing her magic, she's just losing her composure.
Yeah.
So
I guess.
They needed something to set up that sort of thing of, like, if she loses her composure, everything breaks down in her dream world. They needed that as a thing said.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So, where was I? Levy pretends to use her last quest against Luke, when instead she uses Leviathan to get away. Also, Levy has an escape plan ready with Yui using her Arc Symphony on the area ahead of time.
So yeah, Yui's whole thing is like almost like her magic's like music based. Which is actually that sounds really cool, having a music based magic.
It's like, what was I gonna say? Because music, I always thought of music in shows and that it does have a magical element because it's like you hear it, music affects people in different ways, so it's like,
Just wait
it's kind of
until we
like,
get to your line, April.
yeah, it's kind of like air, we can breathe it, but we can't really touch it, like,
Yeah.
depending on how much we have or how little we have, it affects us differently.
Yeah. Yeah, just wait until we get to your line, April. That has some of the best music.
There we will learn the true meaning of emotional damage.
You've seen your line, April?
Nah, because I saw that meme I sent you.
What meme?
I sent you it, didn't I?
Was it your line, April one?
Yeah.
I don't think I received that. I'll have to
You
check
didn't?
that out.
Okay. Alright, so, what was it? Levy pretends to use her last quest against
No,
Luke.
we already read that one.
Next. The school's teleportation device has been destroyed. Has been destroyed, but Lilith, Aaron, Akio, and Yamana set themselves on fixing the teleportation device.
If only
Luke
Ryder could help, but he has basically no magic left.
Yeah.
And he hasn't
Luke
had a chance to rest.
Are you sure? Is it Luke? Lug? How are you saying it?
Luke.
I almost said Luke. Luke manages to track down Levy's location, but ends up in a trap Levy set. She easily escapes by summoning Bryonak in her left hand, Vagorak in her right hand, and Clyomf Solias bladed wings on her back.
So I put bladed wings just so it was clear what they were.
Okay, yeah. So Luke,
because it's like both of the ones in the hands are swords. So she's basically given herself like 8 blades.
So Luke says she also has a Demon Lord element, making her a Demon Lord candidate.
Man,
Luke,
demon elements just seem to be a very common thing.
yeah, just dropping from the sky like flies.
They're dropping from black suns.
Yeah. Luke slices Levy so bad she falls to the ground bleeding, and Yui wants to go save her. Selena decides to go instead to save Levy using her binding magic.
So
Luke
basically, what like Selena does, she like jumps out like the dream window into the real world, does like a roly poly right under Luke and takes a photo of her.
Roly poly.
Like rolling forward, sort of thing, like rolling in a ball.
Yeah, I know.
There's an actual creature called a roly poly.
You don't say.
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Well, now you do.
Uh,
Like it's the actual
so,
name of the creature.
Selena decides to go instead to save Levy using her binding magic. Luke breaks out of the binding magic as it's not strong enough to stop a Trinity.
Yeah.
Somehow... Sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm just like agreeing with that. It's just like, yeah, it is. It's funny that she tried.
Somehow, Levy and Selena survive Luke's point-blank blast, but GLS has now taken over Selena's body, and
Yeah.
Selena is now inside the camera. Turns out GLS has been trapped in the nurse's office / infirmary the entire time since episode 7. Say what?
So I think that makes sense because I think the doors might have been closed at the time, and because time is frozen, she can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So she's basically been trapped in a room for like at least a week. Or 2.
She can't sleep when she was frozen, huh?
What?
Because she was frozen in place, so she wouldn't have needed sleep, right? Because she was stuck in a moment in time.
No, she wasn't frozen. She was just stuck in time.
Yeah, stuck in time, but
Yeah, but
she
she could
wouldn't
still
need
move
to
around.
eat. Yeah.
So
Alright.
technically, she would have needed to eat.
Yeah. Alright.
Because the person can go like 3 weeks without needing to eat before they die.
Yeah. So Selena was able to freeze the stopped word GLS was in with her camera, so she could keep GLS's consciousness bound to Selena's body. GLS says that while Selena gets better with her magic, she can match GLS's size, and we know what that
she's talking
means.
about breast size.
You're goddamn right she is. Okay, so GLS boasts Selena's magic is excuse me.
She's
Binding with her own magic. Sorry, boasts Selena's magic
It boosts.
boost. Sorry, bust. Boobs and bust. All on my mind. Selena's magic binding with her own magic, so Luke sacrifices Bryonax so she can move again. Luke goes for a bunch of attacks on GLS when Levy gets her payback with a bunch of slices on Luke. Taking out Cleom Solias, Selena was using...
Wings.
Yeah. Selena was using her magic to bound up Levy's pain and blood so Levy could recover faster from the attack. Hijiri has arrived...
That she just did.
Yeah. Hijiri has arrived for the fight against Levy and the Selena GLS combo. Dream Yui in her real form also joins the fight.
And I have to specify it is dream form because she's not physically there, she's only there as like a purple ghost.
She's there in spirit. As long as we think she's real, she's real.
Yeah. Anyways, another portal opens up and guess who decides to fall through right into Luke?
You know, we all know who it is.
We all know who it is. It's a rider. He he gets a nice good old rope, and then also a bit of a face massage.
Yeah, because it reminds. Because sometimes I think he does it intentionally, you know.
This one I don't think was intentional because
No,
Lilith
but
does
some of the
land on
times
his
in the
back.
episodes, I think it was intentional. It reminds me of. Have you seen the show The Office?
No.
Oh, because there's this show. There was this episode with Dwight, and he's helping this woman Pam to see if her husband Jim likes this other girl, because he's saying no, I don't like her, but he's saying that because he's not going to tell his pregnant wife he finds another woman attractive, you know.
Yeah. You never
And
do
then
that.
Jim's like, okay, and Dwight's like, okay, I'm gonna check, and he pretends to trip. He's like, I'm slipping, I'm falling. Need something to grab onto, and he grabs the guy's crotch. And he's like, just trying to see, like, if he likes the girl, because aroused. It's like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. Why are you being weird about it, man? So
Well,
stop being weird. Get out of here, all right? Jeez.
this one I don't think this one was a planned one because Hijiri does tell Luke to move out of the way, but she doesn't.
Well, what if it's subconscious? What if that was his deep desire all along when
He
he
didn't
made
even
the
know
wish
of
for the
her.
world?
He literally did not know of Luke.
No, no, no. I'm
Uh,
just saying, what if his desire was, yes, I want a full face person to breast. That's my desire.
No,
Like the world being
like,
rebuilt was just a kid trick.
no, he doesn't land face first in the breast. He lands rope in it, and then when Lilith lands on his back, he ends up with his face in it, and then he's like looking back up, and then a ridden limb lands on his back again, and gets pushed back down. I just find that funny. It's just like I don't think his face should have gone down. It's like if he's getting his back being landed on it, he should have done more like a flex backwards sort of thing. So you might
So
have a
that's the
point.
end. So that's the end of episode
11.
11, and now we're on to the last one.
We do
Episode
get like
12.
episode 12 does start with a recap of Orion getting his face handful of Luke,
Yeah.
and now it's time for an epic battle between the Trinity 7 and Arata, and Luke and Hijiri. Who do you think's gonna win? Put it in the
Oh, I don't
comments
need to
who
think.
you think's gonna win.
We don't need to think, because we know.
No, I'm
What do
just
you
doing
think,
what
audience?
YouTube is. Bailey, I'm doing what YouTubers do.
Oh, yeah. So we'll just end the video right here, and we'll come back tomorrow, and we'll let you know who wins.
No, we're gonna keep going because that's what YouTubers do. They like at the start of the episode they do like, guess what's gonna happen, and then at the end of the episode it happens. So
Like,
dumb,
that
isn't
always
it?
cracks me up on Dragon Ball Z. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. And the funny thing is, like, because while the episodes were coming out on Cartoon Network, the entire series was finished.
Yeah.
Because, like, Dragon Ball Z, for me, when I was a kid, was on Cartoon Network in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But the entire series finished in, like, 97, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah, late 90s.
Wow.
I know it finished
You
before
mean
the
season,
2000s.
right?
What?
You mean season or the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it started late 80s and finished early 90s
Wait,
or
wait,
late 90s.
just hold on a moment. We're getting distracted here.
Yeah, alright.
We're getting
Let's get back into
distracted,
it.
much like a rider's getting distracted by
Alright,
Weaslot being in Selena's body.
alright. Alright, so would you like to start here?
Yeah, I'm going. And Lou's like, by the way, are we gonna address the fact that Ryan just wrote me and then just completely ignoring me? It's like, It's his whole thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Levi says at least. It's like, it's like Levi's like, yeah, it's a Ra's goal to do purdy things to all mages, and Arada tries to disagree first, but then it's like, yep, yeah. It's like he gives the thumbs up and everything. He even did it to Hijiri because we get a moment of like she tells everyone of a moment where he walked into the bathroom at the wrong time. It's like the classic cliche moment. It's like, oh, I walked in the wrong room at the wrong time.
Oh yeah, those were some good times.
Yeah. Yeah, because like Araya walked in on her when she was in the bathroom. It's like, oh, that's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, everyone starts connecting to the archives at the same time, which this is like the first time we actually see like sort of transformations similar to like Madoka Magica or Sailor Moon.
What way?
Like the transformation shot like moments.
Ah, yeah.
Because like Sailor Moon is well known for that sort of thing, and Madoka Magica is also known for that as well. It's like, but
Yeah.
Trinity 7 took so long to do that thing, and I think they intentionally did it now as a joke on like magical girl anime doing that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Amiga Kill does it too.
Really?
No. Kill La Kill, sorry.
Kill. Okay. But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Also, we find out who the hooded character is. And it turns out it's Master Liber from the destroyed school.
It's like, same.
And it's like, so this is what leads to the joke of like, if Biblia and Liber were to fight, they would literally destroy the whole world. They're that powerful that they would just destroy the whole world and make all fights pointless.
Just complete shock and awe. I could not even comprehend what I was seeing.
What do you mean?
I was like so shocked, man. It was like, what? One of the best reveals ever.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I know I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, I know you are. So yeah, Hijiri's like, okay, let's get to our attacks, and like Hijiri attacks first, and she has she uses an attack of which I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name of. Like Bailey, you can give it a go. It's Nordic though.
Oh, okay. Let me just clear my throat, clear my vocals.
Go on.
All right.
It's the word in the brackets.
Vectamus Voyoa.
I don't. I did listen to it, and I don't think you were anywhere close.
Yeah.
Yamana manages to block it with White Universe. So Akio tries to go for her classic kick on Hijiri, but Lug takes the blows instead. So like she breaks the other sword of Fragarak, and Lug goes like crashing into the wall because like Akio's kick was also powered up by her mantra enchant and Yui's Arc Symphony, which is just OP at that point.
Well, those who you don't know, OP is overpowered.
Yeah, that is correct. But also OP does also mean openings.
Yeah.
You just gotta know which one is which.
It can also mean overprotective. Dude, your mom is totally OP.
I love how it cuts out just then.
She's so OP, man. You gotta get away from her.
Mm. There is one anime with like like stepmom in a magic in like a video game world or something. It's like the mum's stronger than the main character or something. I don't remember the name of it though. So yeah, Lisa and Levi try to attack Hijiri only to get knocked back. And Hijiri's like, yeah, so that word that I pronounced, its other name is Boulder's Dreams, which is magic that's used for both defense and offense. And I remember Boulder, like, when I think of Boulder, I think of God of War, the recent God of War games.
Oh yeah, Boulder. I think of Baldur's Gate.
Gate.
Yeah, it's a game series.
Really?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate. There's a third one coming out.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure it's already on Steam as well, you know, if you like the demo.
Okay. So yeah, Arin actually knows this particular spell, and she's the only one that can break its protection because of the fact that because of archive, I think it is. Because like the era archive can only break something of an era archive.
Yeah, I think that's it.
There's so much logic that you have to try and track in the end here, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's like, is it really like? Are we smart enough to track it? So yeah, Hijiri shoots her in, but it turns out to be Lisa and Levi with a warped version of Levi's body replacement art to like swap both of their locations with Arin. So Arin manages to destroy Boulder's dreams, like the protection at least. Still got the offensive part. And so now it's Lilith and the Rider's turn, and they use Lilith's anti-tank gun to shoot Meteor Dragonar.
And not once has she ever shot a tank.
No, but she does try to shoot. She shoots a Hijiri with it. And the Meteor Dragonar thing is the bullet that Ara shoots. Like remember the dragon in episode 4?
Yeah.
That was the first time he named it that, and the first time he used it, I think. It's interesting how like they know what to call the type of magic that they use.
I think they're just coming up with it on the spot.
Maybe that one, like, maybe Arata is, but I don't know about the other characters, like, because the giant spear Aaron uses in episode 10, was it? That's an actual, like, what the weapon name is not known just by her, it's known by the other character, like, it's also known by Lilith.
So what, you think they're discussing names beforehand? So, okay, we got a bunch of names here, we're gonna have a little raffle.
No,
We're gonna pick one at random. Okay, that will be the name of my next attack. That will be the name of my next item.
I don't think so. Because it's like none of Lilith's weapons really have names.
Well, what? So are they planning ahead with names? Like
No,
I don't know.
No, I
Spur
think
of the moment.
it's actually all the names are based off actual things.
Okay.
So like how the grimoires have then their names, like the
Well, now you got
Astral Codex and the Iliad Fragment.
now you got me thinking of Star Wars, where the Sith, that the title is Darth, and then they give him a name, and now I'm just thinking of a Sith Lord going, "I'm gonna call you Darth. What the f am I gonna call this guy? First thing I see, Tree. Okay, Darth Tree. That will be you. All right, let's get
Okay.
back to it.
But yeah, so Lilith, like, Hijiri tries to block it, but she sees Lilith in the shot somehow, and so she's just like, and just takes it square in the face. Like, I've never like. Somehow that does no damage to her face. It turns her back to her normal self.
And she can take a punch, that's for sure.
So now for the final reveal of this anime, where like Hijiri decides to tell Arata about the truth of the world and what happened to her after she was swallowed by the breakdown phenomenon Arata made by accident. She actually got to live out her remaining days pretending to be Arata's cousin. So they're not cousins at all. That's the first big reveal.
Jackpot. My life suddenly has meaning.
And just before she was about to disappear from the whole world, she saw the future of Arata's current world, where he and the Trinity 7 destroyed a world. So that's a fun future to look forward to, right?
Definitely.
And she even shows like everyone, like she like summons a ball and it's like glowing and then it turns dark and then it crumbles and then another one's rebuilt. So basically, like, there's a cycle going on. And I think Hijiri has actually lived through multiple cycles. Which brings
Oh, it's like that, yeah, it reminded me of that anime, I forget what it was, and a lot of people weren't happy. It was like, at the end, like, the characters just cast a spell, and essentially the whole anime is in a loop. So,
Okay.
just when they're about to die, then the anime starts from the beginning again. And it's this endless loop.
Yeah, that's not Higurashi. I know you're not talking about Higurashi.
No, not
Because you haven't seen
Higurashi.
that yet.
No. At least I don't think it's Higurashi, I don't know.
But it's an interesting thing of like, we sort of have a hint of time travel here, in a way, or like a time cycle. It's not really time travel, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, just one question: how old is Hijiri actually?
Yuri, well, it depends, like, how time flows in where she was, you know?
Yeah, like does time go faster, or
Like, who knows,
is it just the same rate, but she can't die?
yeah. Or maybe it's like 1 second in the normal world could be a year in her world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Some time dilation.
Yeah.
So, Iskarat's goal is to actually break this cycle and destroy the world themselves. So, by destroying the world themselves, it won't start the cycle again. But what if them destroying the world also resets the cycle?
Beside this,
What?
we'll have to flip a coin. Heads we destroy, tails we don't.
But what if it lands on like the edge?
Damn it! Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! It's like, and we both do rock. It's like, ah!
Damn it.
All I can think of now is just no game, no life.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, how they did like rock paper scissors so many times, and yet somehow neither of them could win.
And now you got me thinking of the parody. How did you beat me? In my world, we have a saying: "Try believing in the heart of the
And then
cards."
the deck falls out of his
Yeah,
hands.
you saw nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, where were we?
Anyways, yeah. So Araya calls Hijiri out on doing everything to be with him as well. It's like, of course, you're gonna have a bit of a selfish reason for doing something.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hijiri says she'll collapse this world just so Araya can be happier. And Araya explains his theme is to rule over everything, which includes Astral Trinity and even fate itself if he has to. Just rule over the Sisters of Fate.
Well, that's the thing about fate. No one can control it.
But you could kill it.
Yeah.
If you're getting the reference, good on you.
Yeah, God of War reference.
You spoiled it.
But no, that's from the original trilogy. It's been out for,
Yeah,
for a decade.
You spoiled the reference.
The reference. Okay, I was just taking a guess.
You got it right.
Okay then.
So yeah. Anyway, we're getting distracted again. Hijiri starts to disappear. And
No.
yeah, because she's always been an entity that wanders in the rift between worlds. So this Hijiri is not even from Arata's current world. The Hijiri thing is so confusing now. Isn't it? It's like, so this Hijiri is not from. This Hijiri disappeared when Arata accidentally made a black sun. And then Hijiri ended up in the black sun for a while, which then she got a demon lord element from that location, use that to do something else against that would help Arata be happy. I feel like we've underpants known this one, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's like, step 1, this. Step 2, blank. Step 3, profit. So yeah, Hijiri turns into a crystal and flies up into Libra's hand. And Arata asks Libra to take care of her. And so yeah, Libra's like, yeah, I'll turn her into a Demon Lord candidate defeating weapon.
That's the only way I can save her.
By the only way to save her is to kill her. So yeah,
Sorry, what?
everything returns to normal. Like a few days, like I don't know how much later in the timeline this is, but it's like Lil invites Arata to go to the town. The first time we've been to the town that's near the academy. Also, we find out that Yui, Selena, Levi, and Arin have followed them into town as well.
They're making sure nothing sus is going on.
Well, I just gotta point out that Levi's the other one that's not angry. It's like Yui's like got the like little kid angry face. Selena is like
Oh yeah.
a bit annoyed. Arin's just like she's very plain faced, but you can sort of tell she's angry.
You put Levy is the only one not angry.
Yeah, she's smiling.
Okay, okay. I thought you said she was the only one who was angry, and I was like,
No,
what?
she was the only one that's not angry because like to get a pan shot of the girls, and Levi's like the only one that's like smirking at the situation unfolding. So Liv's like, "Oh, I want lunch," and they end up going to where Yamana works as a waitress. So yeah, Rana's like, he's like looking at Yamana and it's like, because she's still got cat ears on and a short skirt. It's like,
Yay,
thanks
my
for the
nephew
view.
girl.
Also, Akio works at the restaurant as a cook because her femur is from the Gula archive, which is gluttony. So she would work with food as part of her femur. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Honestly, half the time I don't know if things in this make sense because it's anime.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, you see, but you see, the thing is though, because anime is on like is like 4-dimensional.
Anime.
We cannot comprehend our 3-dimensional minds cannot comprehend the scope of anime.
You want to take the last 2 points?
Sure. Let me just. Here we go. Arata figures out the trip to town was to get his mind off Hijiri. Lilith says that all the members of Trinity 7 love him a lot, but not his perverted side. That
Just
even
so you
throws
know, live doesn't actually mean like love, as in like
friendship
relationship
love.
wise.
Yeah, friendship love. You can love a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That even throws Arata off balance because he's just got 7 in one instant. He got friend zoned 7 times. 7x.
Well, not 7 times. It's probably at least 3 or 4 times.
Whatever. It was a combo hit.
Yeah, because like we don't know about Lieselot that much because she's still trapped in time.
Yeah. It throws Arata completely off balance for a moment, but he comes back with a kiss fake out to give Lilith an anti-evil magic amulet. He doesn't want to see Lilith get hurt.
Oh, that's nice of him, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. The
Definitely
other girls
not
get
horny in any way.
The other girls get caught spying and go to Yamana and Akio's restaurant for dinner. He makes a promise to Hijiri and himself to save her.
Yeah. And that is the end of Trinity 7.
Is there a sequel? Or?
No, there is no sequel, no season 2. There are movies, but we're not going to cover the movies because they're not canon.
Okay.
The only time we'll ever cover something that's not canon is probably with Higurashi, because like the non-canon stuff is like 1 episode stuff anyway. It's like if only like a few episodes that are not canon, but it's just full of a whole bunch of jokes at other anime or other genres of anime. However, now that we've finished Tree 7, we're going to be taking a small break in our podcasting days, aren't we?
Yep.
So we're going to be taking like a 6-week break. And when we come back, we'll be finishing off Initial D seasons 5 and 6. Don't ask why. It's my podcast, my rules.
Yeah, he likes to bend the rules.
No, I'm not bending the rules. I'm just doing things in a dumb order. It
Yeah.
also sort of fits the theme of where we're going with the anime next as well. With going back to finish an anime before we get into anime that's all about going back in time. Anyways, links will be in the description to both of Bailey's YouTube channels and also both of my channels. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know next video comes out. A ding, a ding, a ding, a ding.
Dong, dong, dong,
There's one more.
dong, dong. You
I'm
know,
Mad
like Law and
Scientist.
Order. Dun dun.
No. I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.
Yeah, everybody.